Good morning, friends, and morning it is on Wednesday, April 29th, our daily reflection. Yesterday, I concluded the reflection with a statement about us being in this storm together, and we are. I'm aware, however, that we are on different ships weathering this storm. I'm weathering the storm on a ship that allows me to continue to draw my full salary. Joan is at home on administrative leave, also drawing her full salary. So first of all, thank you, faithful people of Shepherd of the Hills, for your ongoing financial support. Because you continue to send in your weekly offerings, our ministry continues. Your staff, Chris, Rob, Jessica, and I, continue to lead the ministry you've called us to do. We are grateful to you. Your offering gives this ministry the opportunity to keep sharing God's love and presence as we pay our bills, reimburse those who have expended money for food and supplies for our community feeding event, as well as sending our mission support to the Sierra Pacific Synod, to the Reverend Janelle Neubauer, our missionary in Rwanda, and support our other various local partners. The ship that Joan and I are riding out the storm on has all of the comforts we need. Sure, I'd love for the grocery store to have more eggs and sugar when I go to shop for it, when I need it right now, but I can always go to a second store. I don't have to worry about eating or food. That ship provides it. And there are projects that keep our attention. Joan has been writing postcards using some of the cards she purchased during our various vacation trips. She sent cards making people wonder and think that we're in places like France, Germany, or Italy. And now she's taken over the living room floor with a quilting project for Lutheran World Relief. I've got my garage workshop to retreat to and keep me busy. The scrap wood pile is slowly decreasing as a new cabinet for my golf stuff has been built, as well as a side table beside my chair in the TV room. And now I'm working on a mobile cart for my bandsaw. Pretty soon, that garage is going to be almost as clean as it was when we moved in 15 years ago. Another comfort we have on our ship is good health. We are in a good place. We also have the good fortune of being able to connect with our extended family whenever we wish. Phones work well. And I thank God for this new technology of an iPhone and an iPad that allows us to FaceTime with Campbell and Kennedy, our grandkids especially, but also Alex and Bryn. Our ship is well furnished and a luxury to be on. Some of you are in similar ships. You are working from home, or you are in administrative leave with full salary, and some of you are essential employees. And if those Facebook posts are at all accurate, many of you have been accomplishing projects as well. I've seen those woodworking projects, the new furniture that you've been building. I've seen those pictures of you and kids working on kitchen projects and food and learning how to do things together. Gardening is another one of those things. Walking, and the pictures of wildlife on your walkabouts is a wonder to behold. While this new experience is at times frustrating, I'm not sure that we're losing the economic battle yet. Others are on a different ship. I stopped by one of the restaurants that Joan and I frequent, Villa Corona, and I learned that all of the employees are still working, just in reduced hours. No one is full-time anymore. They're all sharing a smaller number of hours that the store is now open, working but not earning as much. And the servers are probably struggling more because they're not getting tipped as often as they were before. And I know how much tips are a part of the income stream. I've also driven past the outlet mall and seen all of those closed stores, realizing that countless sales clerks are now at home. I wonder how those folks and their families are doing. This storm has been going on for 7 weeks now, and I see the anxiety and uncertainty etched in our faces and our behaviors. I share those anxieties and uncertainty. How much longer will we be bouncing around? We want it to end now. Which made me think of an Old Testament story that I learned as a kid in Sunday school. Noah and the ark. That Genesis account, which I reread this morning, it's a wonder to behold. Noah was 600 years and 2 months old when the rains started. Did you know that? Go back and read it, Genesis beginning in chapter 6. For 40 days and 40 nights it rained. That's almost 6 weeks. And if that were only the end, that would have been okay. But after 150 more days, that's 5 months by my tally, the waters abated enough that the ark could rest on the mountains. But that wasn't the end of the wait either. It wasn't until Noah was 601 years and 2 months old. That's an entire year before God told Noah to leave the ark. Wow. Can't imagine the anxiousness and uncertainty that family must have experienced. Staying at home for a year? Oh, please don't make me do that, God. 7 weeks, a little longer than that first rainstorm in the ark story. And we're already climbing the walls. We want out now. 7 weeks, and we want everything to be normal again. 7 weeks. It's been too long. But there are glimmers of hope on the edge of all of what's happening. Yet I'm worried sometimes that those glimmers might make us make some bad decisions. We might want to leave the safety of our cruise ships too soon. I know that I want life to return to normal, the way I knew it before. I want us to be able to worship in person again. I want it now, but I also want us to be safe. Noah didn't leave the ark as soon as the rain stopped or as soon as it ran aground. It took a long time before it was safe to leave, another 6 months by the tally. Hard as it is, we too must be patient, even though we might be frustrated, anxious, and disappointed. Patience is important. Patience not just for our sake, but for all of the others that we affect as well. Patience. It's hard, but it's important. Because I know that with patience, someday we will be able to gather again in worship, to share communion, to sing praises, to greet one another, and to have a most holy and festive time. But until then, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning. Well, at least I'll see your comments scroll by. I look forward to seeing your pictures, and more of you have sent them in. Thank you. Joan will be posting them on Sunday. And until then, let's remember, please wash our hands a couple of times a day, 20 seconds at each occasion. And now I'm going to recommend that you use hand lotion afterwards, because if your hands are like mine, they're really drying out with all this soap and water stuff. Stay home if you're sick. Cover your mouth when you go outside. Pay attention to the needs of others. Don't worry so much about what freedoms you're losing, but how you're protecting somebody else. Practice that important social distancing. And of course, always be careful. See you soon, I hope.